Baseball is serious business, until it's not, because when things go wrong on the field, they go spectacularly wrong. Imagine a pitch so wild it's almost in another zip code, or a player so clumsy they turn a simple catch into an acrobatic fail. These aren't just minor setbacks, they're epic, laugh-out-loud moments that turn a regular game into comedy gold. From unexpected faceplants to meltdowns that leave everyone wondering if they're on a hidden camera show, these are the funniest baseball fails you've ever seen. So grab your popcorn, because things are about to get ridiculous. Coming in hot with one of the funniest stunts in baseball history, a manager, furious over his ejection, decided to sneak back into the game in disguise, but his attempt to fool everyone fell flat in the most hilarious way. Bobby Valentine's hilarious dugout disguise. It's June 1999. The Mets are up against the Toronto Blue Jays, and manager Bobby Valentine gets ejected in the 12th inning after arguing a catcher's interference call. But no one expected what he pulled off next. Instead of staying in the clubhouse like a typical ejected manager, Valentine reappeared in the dugout in a ridiculous disguise, complete with sunglasses, street clothes, and a fake mustache made of eye black. It was like he thought he was starring in a low-budget sitcom, trying to pull a fast one on everyone. Of course, he got caught almost immediately. But while we got a good laugh, the commissioner's office didn't find it as funny, slapping him with a $5,000 fine for his bold and failed undercover return. Next up, we have Ryan Braun of the Milwaukee Brewers, an all-star at everything except base running. Ryan Braun's base running. Playing all his life with the Milwaukee Brewers, Ryan Braun had such a legendary streak of base-running blunders that his teammates eventually had enough. While he was the unquestioned leader of the team, dare I say, his teammates just couldn't make the mistake of following his lead when it came to base running. Fed up of his blunders, his teammates were kind enough to mark the field to highlight the scene of his crimes for him. While this leader had to go through practice lessons like a toddler on the mound, the next guy went from pitching like a Cy Young winner to completely forgetting how to throw a pitch. Tim Lynchcomb forgets how to throw a baseball pitch. Known for his dominant pitching, Tim Lynchcomb gave us one of the funniest baseball fails while playing for the San Francisco Giants against the Los Angeles Dodgers. With the game at 3-1, Tim went to deliver a routine pitch, except right in the middle, he seemed to completely forget how to throw. Instead, he sent a pop-up into the air, leaving fans and teammates in stitches. The bewildered look on his face was priceless, and in that moment, it seemed like this star pitcher might need more than a few lessons to learn how to throw a baseball. If you thought that throw was bad, wait until you see this next pitch. It was so wild, it practically terrified the other team. Dylan Gee, bad pitch. Speaking of bad throws, let's not forget Dylan Gee's infamous pitch against the Chicago White Sox. This pitch was so off target, the batter looked like he was running for his life. Gee's pitch didn't even make it close to the plate, and the batter looked like he'd seen a ghost. If you've ever wanted to see a batter sprint in the wrong direction, this one's for you. Absolutely hilarious. And now, we arrive at the king of bad pitches when 50 Cent delivers what must be one of the worst ceremonial first pitches in baseball history. 50 Cent's bad pitch. A decade ago, famous American rapper and actor 50 Cent had us all fooled when he stepped up to the mound, wound up like a pro, putting the ball behind his back, only to deliver one of the worst pitches ever. What looked like he was about to throw a straight as an arrow strike turned out to be a whack throw that got the ball soaring so far left that fans in the stands behind the home plate threw their arms up in disbelief. Even a grandma could throw better than that. It was so sick, it's become legendary. And while 50 Cent's pitch got nowhere near the batter, A.J. Burnett had his shatter a car window. A.J. Burnett's pitch. September 2001, fresh off one of the weirdest no-hitters in history, AJ was warming up when he decided to have some fun with Billy the Marlin. He fired a pitch over the head of his catcher, and bam! The ball smashed right through the rear window of Billy's pickup truck. It's a tale of an expensive warm-up routine, as this funny fail definitely came with a price. But while AJ's hit shattered a glass, Edmundo Sosa's throw hit someone a bit more precious. The umpire. Let's just say, it left a mark. Edmundo Sosa hits the umpire. Standing in the way of a bad throw from Cardinal shortstop Edmundo Sosa during a game at Citi Field, umpire Junior Valentine was hit badly in the face, leaving him with a bloody cut in the second inning of the Mets' 7-0 loss. Luckily, no bones were broken, but that moment definitely left the crowds and the players cringing. Speaking of cringeworthy moments, Marcell Ozuna took his job way too seriously and gave us a superhero audition that no one asked for. Marcell Ozuna's wall jump fail. Chasing a fly ball, Ozuna sprinted towards the outfield like he was about to pull off the catch of the century. But there was one small problem. He didn't even come close to the ball. Dude scaled the wall like Spider-Man, but the ball was miles away, and he ended up looking like a guy who got his superhero powers confused. Props for the effort, though. He just needed a cape. Not to be outdone in the comedy department, Bartolo Colon tried to knock one out of the park and knocked his helmet off instead. Bartolo Colon's helmet fail. In a game between the Mets and Braves, Bartolo swung for the fences, missed the ball, and somehow managed to send his helmet flying in the opposite direction. The wobble was epic, and the crowd lost it. Bartolo may have missed the hit, but he nailed the comedy routine. But if you thought that was funny, wait until you see Jonathan Villar's epic face-to-butt encounter. Jonathan Villar's slide to a booty call. Sliding into second base during a game, Houston Astros player Villar went full speed, only to end up face first into Cincinnati Red infielder Brandon Phillips' backside. Phillips calmly tagged Villar while, giving him a view no one asked for. The internet went wild, instantly transforming it into a viral GIF, comparing it to Mark Sanchez's infamous butt fumble. Villar's expression? Priceless. Now, if you thought Villar's moment was embarrassing, let's take a trip back to the 90s, when White Sox utility man Steven Leons gave us a pants-dropping performance. Steve Leons drops his pants at first base. After making a headfirst dive to first base, Leons decided to casually drop his pants to shake the dirt out, right in front of a packed stadium. Yep, right there on the field, in front of the world, Leons absent-mindedly lowered his trousers before realizing, oh wait, I'm still in the game. Let's just say, Leons gave the crowd a little extra entertainment, whether they wanted it or not. Pants on or off, that's commitment to the game. Speaking of dropping pants, Cody Bellinger had his very own Steve Leons moment when he slid into third base and boom, pants down. Cody Bellinger's pants drop. The Cubs outfielder Bellinger cleared the bases, but forgot to take his pants along for the ride. Laughing it off, he needed a little help from his teammates to stand to his feet. The mystery of how it happened, he had no idea, and neither did we. And when it comes to baseball fails that leave fans in stitches, no one tops the antics of Adrian Beltre, a player who mastered the art of blending skill with humor on the field. Adrian Beltre pulls over the on-deck circle. In 2017, Adrian Beltre turned a mundane umpire request into pure comedic gold. During a lopsided Rangers-Marlins game, Beltre, known for his quirky antics, was casually taking warm-up swings near the on-deck circle when umpire Jerry Davis demanded he move closer. And what did Beltre do? Did he step forwards? Nope. He just dragged the entire deck circle to where he was standing. His cheeky response had fans and teammates in stitches, but Davis wasn't amused and promptly ejected him from the game. Beltre's innocent shrug and "I just did what he told me" made the whole thing even funnier, cementing his place in baseball's Hall of Comedic Legends. But guess who else had no idea of what he was doing after catching a flying ball and forgot how to count on the diamond? Milton Bradley at 2009 play. In a game against the Cubs and Twins in 2009, then Cubs outfielder Milton Bradley looked like he blanked out when he caught a fly ball off the bat of Twins catcher Joe Mauer, posed for a quick fan photo op, and then threw the ball into the stands for a free souvenir. He completely forgot how many outs there were, and his mistake left his team trailing behind. Maybe someone should have handed him a scorecard and a calculator. But Milton's mistake wasn't the only error that had his team trailing behind the Twins when Luis Castillo's ball drop cost his team their victory. Luis Castillo's drop ball. Down by 1 run in the 9th inning, Alex Rodriguez hit what looked like a routine pop-up. Mets second baseman Luis Castillo was under it, ready for the final out. But guess what? The ball popped right in and out of his glove, allowing Derek Jeter and Mark Teixeira to score for the win. It was a hilarious fail, and Mets fans still haven't forgiven him for that one. However, one player took the use your head saying literally when a ball bounced on his head and aided a homer in the most entertaining fashion. Jose Canseco headball. In 1993, a Texas Ranger then outfielder Jose Canseco got everyone laughing to their bellies when he tried to catch a fly ball, but instead of using his glove, he used his head. Yep, the ball bounced off his noggin and over the wall for a home run. It was like watching a circus act, and it instantly became one of the greatest bloopers in baseball history. You can almost hear Canseco thinking, that wasn't supposed to happen. Moving on to some classic physical comedy, Red second baseman Brandon Phillips and center fielder Shin-Soo Choo collided in spectacular fashion during a game. Brandon Phillips and Shin-Soo Choo's collision. With both players unaware of how close they were, Brandon and Choo, who were so focused on catching the ball, took a nasty fall after they collided in the 5th inning of the game. It was a hilarious mid-air collision that left them both tumbling to the ground. It was like a scene out of a slapstick comedy. No one got seriously hurt, but everyone got a good laugh. And speaking of laughs, here's Johnny Cueto throwing a major temper tantrum. Johnny Cueto's temper tantrum. What started as a temper outbreak turned into an iconically hilarious moment. Johnny Cueto learned the hard way to stick to pitching and leave bat breaking to the pros. After striking out looking in the 4th inning against the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Cincinnati Reds pitcher attempted, and shamefully failed, to snap a bat over his knee. In a painful-looking move, Cueto quickly found out he wasn't the Hulk, making it an epic fail for the ages. Johnny Cueto's failure to express his anger outrightly on the field was just as funny as watching renowned star Michael Jordan try to throw a pitch. Michael Jordan's whack pitch. Now, we all know Michael Jordan is one of the greatest athletes ever, but throwing a baseball, not his thing. During a ceremonial first pitch, MJ managed to throw a ball so wild it soared way over the catcher's head. For a guy who spent a year playing minor league baseball, this was just not it. But hey, if MJ can have an off day, we're all allowed to have one too, right? And there you have it, folks, some of the most unforgettable, laugh-out-loud baseball fails that prove even the pros have their off days. Which of these fails had you laughing the hardest? Or did we miss a Hall of Fame level blunder that still keeps you chuckling? Drop a comment below and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more epic baseball moments. Catch you in the next one.